bowl, and that's going to be very difficult with that short bowl of Stevens in the way.
So this second semi-final fast coming to a conclusion. It's unlikely to go beyond this end. There's the attack from, well...
Oh, great
the
try.
idea was right.
He went very close.
Simon
that was a great
scores
try.
2, but he knows that that's not enough to keep him in the game. He's 5 points behind and only a possible 4 bowls to play on the last end. So he shakes hands with Stephen Campbell and concedes defeat in the match. Stephen will now go on to the final of this match, where he will come up against Vern Littlejohn of Waikato. So the final result of this second semi-final in the singles at the SIS Insurance National Indoor Bowls, Stephen Campbell of the Railways Club in Wellington has defeated Simon Poppleton of the Punters Club in the Hutt Valley by 14 points to 9.
Be outdoor or indoor, the Trackside Channel offers you exclusive coverage, brought to you by SIS Insurance. No one understands your needs more. Be outdoor or indoor, the Trackside Channel offers you exclusive coverage, brought to you by SIS Insurance. No one understands your needs more.
Welcome to the Manawatu Sports Stadium, where we're about to see the completion of the pairs at the SIS Insurance National Indoor Bowls Championships. 735 teams started out in the pairs several days ago, and we're now down to the last 4 teams. There'll be 2 separate semi-finals followed by the final. Each match is played over 9 ends. We're about to see a match between Steve and Linda Mills of the Belmont Club of North Shore and Maria and Wayne Tuff of Upper Hutt School in Upper Hutt Valley. In each case, the husband is the skip of the team and the wife the lead. These are 2 married couples, so apart from chasing the national title that's at stake, they're also looking for the title for the married couple doing best in the pairs. Sharing the commentary again with me today is Rod Fleming, 4 times national champion. Welcome back, Rod.
Thanks very much, Chris. It's good to be here as well.
You're looking forward to some good bowls?
Oh, there'll be some good bowls in the semi-final for sure. These 2 couples, they're good bowlers. It should be some good bowls here.
Now, Linda and Steve Mills are playing with the blue shirts on. They have the blue discs on the brown bowls, which is slightly confusing, I know. And Maria and Wayne Tuff are playing with the black bowls with the white discs. They have the white T-shirts. That's how we'll tell them apart. Linda has played her first bowl. Now it's Maria's turn to deliver her first of this opening end of the 12-end semi-final. Oh, 9-end semi-final, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 9 ends and no time limit, which is great. That was a nice bowl of Maria's.
So the players quickly into their work. They've just come off the quarterfinals. The Millses defeated the Taylors from Auckland, from North Shore. Jenny and Chris Taylor from North Shore in 1 quarterfinal. And the Tuffs defeated Gary Lawson and Karen Coombe of Wanganui, the defending champions, in the other quarterfinal. So in each case, we saw some very exciting bowls, and we're now down to the first of the 2 semi-finals. What would you expect from the 2 different teams here, Rob?
The experience of the Mills from North Shore, Linda is in the New Zealand team. She's been in the New Zealand team now as their representative for their singles for the last, say, 4 or 5 years. She's a very, very steady bowler. Steve has been a Patterson representative for the North Shore for a number of years, as well as our president of North Shore as well, and he's a very, very good bowler. Wayne and Maria, they are very steady bowlers as well. Wayne's got a lot of flair, so you could see some real good shots, some big shots coming up later on. Wayne is not scared of having a go at the head.
Well, the two leads have completed their 3 bowls. In the pairs game, each player plays 3 bowls. The leads go first, then they change over and the skips play their 3 bowls.
It's not a bad sort of start, Chris. I mean, they found the green quite nicely. And
it looks like the Brown is the shot bowl at the moment.
At the moment, yes. No back bowls for Brown yet, though. Steve will try and just sneak one around the side, I'd say.
This is Steve Mills of North Shore with his first bowl.
Yes, he's played a very good bowl here. That's a great stuff. Good bowl.
There's just one black bowl left on the head there now, so we might see some of this flair that you've been talking about from Wayne Tough.
Yes. Wayne's of course, Wayne and Meyer, they're only in their early to mid-20s. Marie's only been playing bowls for a short period. She lets Wayne do most of the shots that he wants to play, which is good. He
Wayne Tough playing his first bowl.
He's maybe a bit wide here, I think. It could be handy out there, but it looked like it stayed out a bit wide.
Now, once again, we're going to see contrasting styles and delivery, a sort of a crouch or squat from Steve Mills.
There's no such thing as maybe a fraction too far, Steve. But no, in a good bowl, he's taken a little bit of risk away. There's no such thing as the ideal stance for a bowl. People, they can crouch, they can put you down on their head. Really, that makes no difference. But the most important thing is to keep still, as your bowl has been delivered. And as you see, Steve stands and then crouches down slightly, and Wayne Tough, he gets down on one knee.
Of course, the only equipment required for the game is proper footwear that can't harm the mat in any way. So they have a rubber flat-soled footwear.
Oh, that was a nice bowl, Chris. That might be the shot. They seem to have got themselves a nice green on both hands on this so far. The bowl seems to be coming back into the head quite nicely. Let's have a look at this bowl. Is it coming in all right? No, it didn't come in too much. No, it was a fraction wide though. Steve would be disappointed with that bowl.
Steve Mills has played his last bowl of the opening end. It's now Wayne Tough's turn to play his last bowl.
He'll probably pay a fraction of weight here, prop one of those front bowls through the head. He could actually pick up 3 or 4 shots here. He is playing with weight. Oh, no, not quite.
That wasn't the result he was looking for.
No, he's looking for the outside bowl through. It does look like there may be one shot there to the Mills.
So the players clear the bowls. They're satisfied who had the shot there. We're at the 1/3 way through this first semi-final. Those 2 shots mean that Linda and Steve Mills have gone out to a 4-0 lead over Maria and Wayne Tough of Upper Hutt Valley.
The bowl that Wayne played to beat the Lawson-Coombe combination of the last round, that was a superb bowl. Chris, he just came around on the white hand and he drew that kitty absolutely stone dead. It was absolutely a beautiful shot. He left Gary Lawson virtually no shot on at all. That was such a fine bowl. He just hasn't quite produced that yet.
Of course, we're only in the early stage. 3 ends completed of the pairs semi-final. A shorter jack and also a very shorter bowl as well from Linda Mills.
Yes, both of them actually a little way away. At least the Tough's bowl's behind.
They may not be quite comfortable with this length.
Well, it's new territory again, as you mentioned before. In the longer end, it seemed to be the longer out of the end. It seems to be easier to get to the kitty. This is another one that's not a very good bowl. It's very poorly greened and gone through.
Touched the jack, but slid on by. And from that angle, it looks as if the black bowl may be the shot.
I think so at this stage.
Kneeling down stance on the mat for Maria Tough. Her bowl's coming up now.
Yes, that even that one just hanging out, just hang down there and just hung there and didn't want to.
Didn't want to curve in at the finish, did it?
It didn't at all. No run on at all.
Linda Mills has made the adjustment this time and she's now drawn the shot.
Yes, that was a fine bowl. A very good bowl indeed. Marie would just come up with about the same sort of weight as she's been playing, but a fraction narrower.
Bowl's on its way, coming up to the head now.
Looks good, it is good.
Collects the jack. And
yeah, she's absolutely got the shot, I think, too, Chris.
The bowl falls on its back. So as the players change over, the leads have completed their 3 bowls each in the 4th end. It's the skip's turn now, starting with Steve Mills from North Shore. Has he got the weight?
Well, it's a bad bowl for you, Steve. I mean, you can do better than that. You know, you're a good bowler. Come on.
As you know a certain amount about Steve Mills' bowling. You're both from the same centre.
Oh yes, Steve and I have a lot of bowls together, and he's a very fine bowler indeed. He's a very fine bowler.
Well, now Wayne Tough has picked up the jack and pushed it back a little bit. Has he kept the shot, or has he given it to the brown bowl?
Well, I don't think it really matters at this stage of the end. At least he's got another one on the end, on the head, and I think that's a very important factor. He's got lots of shots on, Wayne, to actually take bowls away from the Mills combination here. Steve will have to just come up and just play the, if not the shot bowl, the second shot bowl just down so it lays flat. Oh, found it. Oh, golly me.
The Steve Mills bowl runs right through it. I suppose one advantage is that it is at the back of the mat, behind all the other bowls, so it may come in handy at some stage.
Wayne will play the same sort of shot, Chris. He'll just come through the same area, but try to be a fraction narrower and just push Steve's bowl back, right down the back of the mat.
And there's the Wayne Tough bowl on its way.
Good too. Yes, he played it beautifully. That was a good bowl.
Out goes the Mills bowl.
That was a great shot.
That leaves the Upper Hutt Valley team holding probably 3 shots. Taking his time over this one. It's on its way.
No, it was a difficult shot. It was a hard shot, and unfortunately for the North Shore combination, they've dropped at least a 3. Wayne could actually draw another one there without any problem at all.
So Steve Mills has played his last bowl. There's nothing he can do about it now. He's probably 3 down. The bonus bowl about to be delivered by Wayne Tough. A chance to make it 4.
Oh, he played it very well as well. Yes, it's definitely 4 shots.
That's another black bowl up there.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they've taken 4 black bowls out, and after 4 ends, we're coming up to the halfway stage. The scores are level. This is Maria and Wayne Tough of the Upper Hutt School Club in Upper Valley playing Linda and Steve Mills from the Belmont Club in North Shore. They're on their last end, and the scores are level. We couldn't have asked for it any closer than that.
Oh, no, not at all. It's a nice long end as well. It's not quite up to the highest standard we can get, but yes, it's been a good game of bowls.
The first bowl of the end for Maria Tough. Coming up to the jack now.
Oh,
she started very well.
Oh, that's a very good bowl to start with. Yep, excellent bowl.
Here's the reply on its way from Linda Mills.
Another good bowl here
too. Either.
Oh, yes, and sitting down as well. That's a lovely shot.
It's almost as if the players realised the occasion, isn't it?
Yes, the crowd get behind the bowlers when they bowl like that, that's for sure.
Maria's second bowl coming down now. Well, she looks to be a little heavier and a little wider, and she is.
Still a good bowl though, Chris. She still has the most important factor now, of course, is getting the shot, no matter where it is, in front, the side, or the back. The final shot at the end of this head will win you the game, and at this stage, it's Mills are holding the advantage. And she's played another lovely bowl.
That's the second bowl from Linda Mills.
Yes. It's a Kitty's move to definitely go down to Linda's bowl she just played. It's made the Toughs play the other hand now.
Change of hand back to the forehand for Maria. She hasn't played so many that way.
I think it might be the first one in this game actually to play down there, so she'll be pretty, not too sure. Oh, she played it well.
She made the adjustment very well.
Yes, that's a good bowl indeed. Yes, the Kitty will go if it's moved, will go to one of those 2 bowls. So Steve's looking for one right sitting in front of it.
He says, hide it. Make sure they can't see the jack.
It's a hard shot to ask someone to play, Steve. It's a bit lousy there.
Oh, we'll see how good Linda is. Well, she's made a very good job of it. The weight was almost spot on. She's just slightly undergreened the bowl.
What it's done, though, it's made it easier for Wayne now, because Wayne can actually play the other hand and just slide off either of those 2 bowls. Instead of just having 1 bowl target, it's got a 2 bowl target. That's a problem when you try and put a short bowl in, one right on top of the Kitty. You can just sit beside it and make the target a lot bigger for them. And he's played it absolutely perfectly. Exactly what Steve did not want that to happen like that, that's for sure. Now Steve's got a lot of pressure on him. There's no position for Steve now. He would have been better to have just followed Marie's last bowl with Linda's last bowl, was to just get another bowl where the kitty is now. That would have been the ideal shot to have played earlier on.
He doesn't have many bowls to work with. This is his first, but he's only got 2 more after this. And he's got to get the shot back. At the moment he's down by 2 shots. The ball's coming up now, but it's not going to reach.
Never score when you're short.
Trying to get in the way of Steve Mills.
Just sitting there, yes, in the way.
Well, he has taken some weight off by the look of that bowl. Is he going to finish in the way?
No, he hasn't, no. It looks like it could have just... Well, it just may make Steve throw the bowl a fraction wider. It'll definitely make Steve play the one... Oh, it's a good bowl. He's actually played exactly where you said first, Chris, right by where his feet were.
So now all the pressure back onto Steve Mills. He's 2 down. Only one will win the game. It doesn't matter how many shots Wayne Tough has, but it's only one needed to win the game with the scores tied. But Steve has to get the shot, and here's his bowl on its way. If he doesn't do it with this one, he's only got one more opportunity. Has he got the weight this time?
No, he's still short of that head. You've got to be to the head to score. I suppose in one way, if the head's left as it is now, Steve has got a bit of a shot coming through off the last 2 bowls have been played, coming right through the head with a running shot.
So here's the last bowl of what should be the last end of the match for Wayne Tough. We think he's probably going to put one in the way again and make it as difficult as he can for Steve.
He's played that very well indeed. Well, Steve, you have to show your skills here. You've got, I think, only 1 shot on, and I think that'll be running around the same hand as you've been coming and try and draw that kitty. Well, he's actually playing the shot that Linda actually's asked him to play. It's running through off one of the shorter bowls and hoping for the result from there. It's a terribly difficult shot.
It's on its way.
No, he hasn't got it, no. It was a terribly difficult shot. And
brown bowls move, but the 2 blacks stay firmly on either side of the jack, and that gives the win to Maria and Wayne Tough of the Upper Hutt School Club in Upper Hutt Valley in the Wellington district. They will now go on to the final. They've defeated Linda and Steve Mills at the Belmont Club in North Shore by 8 points to 6. The second semi-final is between Dean Gilshnan of Manawatu, of the Selwyn Motors Club in Manawatu. With him, his lead is Bruce Meyer, and they are playing Murray Bryant from Waikato, the Hamilton City Club in Waikato, and Murray's lead is Barry McLeod.
Oh, yeah,
Barry McLeod is the lead for Murray Bryant. So we've completed 2 ends now of this 9-end semi-final, and the scores are level. It's 1-1. And we might see this as a very close match all the way.
yes, yeah. I just think that that's another nice bowl. This Barry, he's playing a very good bowls. He's playing very good bowls.
So that was the first bowl from Barry McLeod. Now it's Bruce Meyer's turn to do something about it.
Oh, fine bowl.
Again, he goes round the back, provides a bowl that can come in handy later on. Second bowl for Barry McLeod. And again, another fine shot.
Oh, he's playing very good bowls. Yes, he's playing great bowls.
As you can see from that angle, the Browns hold 2 shots, and it's starting to get difficult already for the Manawatu team.
Yes, they'll just play with a fraction of weight into the hair and just try and get a bit of disturbance. No, but under there.
And he had the right weight, but
yes.
It's not the right track, or the green, as the bowlers say.
Barry will just try to play the same bowl as he played last time, just getting around the front bowl and just sticking in the back.
This is his third bowl, his last bowl of this third end.
He played it just a fraction short, but no, it was a very good bowl indeed. They will definitely play with a little bit of weight now and just try and squeeze the kitty out.
So here we see the pressure coming on the Manawatu pair. The experience of Murray Bryant, his lead is doing the job for him and giving him the shots and the position at the moment.
If Murray sits one right in front of Kitty here, it's going to put a fair bit of pressure on Dean. Dean's not backward at coming forward, and he's not backward having a go at things, I can assure you. If he can see any sort of shot on, he will whip it out. I think Murray will just try and play a fraction short.
Well, here's the Bryant bowl on its way.
Ah, yes, and he played it.
Well, now, has he left a little bit of a target there?
Might be, yes.
There might be a little bit of a tunnel there for the Gilshnan bowl to attack.
Dean will have to be careful. He can't come into it very quickly because the kitty is touching that bowl and will squeeze quickly. Here it comes down now.
Dean Gilshnan has delivered his bowl.
Yes, he's still not in a good position at the moment.
He's moved things around a little bit, but
I think Meyer just play the same shot as he played last time, but just try and keep it a fraction tighter.
obviously not quite clear in his mind what he wanted to do, so he'll come up and have a look first. Often just a change of the angle makes your mind up for you, doesn't it?
It does too, Chris. Yes, it does. He was indicating, though, that he might have a little bit of a weight on here.
A little flick of the hand suggested he was going to come up with a little bit of weight, didn't it?
Yes, yes.
And there's the bowl.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
Well,
he was just playing.
He was just showing which direction he was going.
Yeah, a bit flamboyant with his hands, that's for sure. So, no, that was a good bowl. That was a good bowl indeed. That's 5 shots. Golly me, 5 bowls.
Nice close bowls too, aren't they?
5 bowls played, 5 shots.
We're seeing an early crisis for the Manawatu pair, and they're going to obviously take their time. They've got a lot to think about. I'm sure they wouldn't have expected to be 5 down on the end at this stage.
I think the shot will be on. Is that the same shot as you played last time, Perry? Coming off the outside bowl there and coming right through the head.
I guess one of the things he's got to decide is, does he try to go for the actual shot itself and score, or does he try to cut his opponent down?
I think myself at the moment he's got to be coming through and just getting those bowls spread around a bit. Getting a little bit of movement there, definitely, but spreading those bowls around a bit.
Bruce McLeod looks on. There's nothing he can do about it. He's played his bowls, and he played some perfect bowls on that end, and that's what's put the Manawatu team in the spot they're in.
Absolutely. That's been 5 real good bowls. Golly. Actually, he's coming down the other hand. He's going to be coming with a fair bit of weight, I'd say.
Well, here's Dean Gilshnan. He's made up his mind. 5 down. Played with weight. Right
and
up to the head.
He's still 5 down. 4 down anyway. 4, maybe 5 down still. But he's at least opened it up fractionally, though. Now he can actually see the kitty. And Murray will try again to hide that kitty, just to get one just in front of it.
Well, from that angle, it looks as if it could well still be.
Yep.
Certainly 4 shots anyway.
Yeah, if you just try and sit one right in front of it, I'd say.
The experience over many years of Murray Bryant of Waikato. Coming out here, he's really dictating this game so far.
Oh, it's well played. That's very well played. Now, Dean will have no option now but to come up there with a very, very heavy shot. Well, otherwise he's going to be a total and utter dead draw. I mean, that is such a difficult shot to play on a mat like this. He is. It's only just a little bit overweight.
It's only a little overweight.
Maybe a bit wide. Yes, he was wide. He's made it 5 shots there for sure now. Golly me.
Well,
wow.
The Waikato team gained 5 on that end. So this game is starting to run away from Dean Gilshnan and Bruce Meyer. They haven't got many ends left to play with now. We've now started the 6th end. There's only 9 altogether. No time limit, but only 9 ends.
We are now looking that they've got to score at least 2 in the end now to get back into this game, and that's a good bowl, Bruce. That's a good bowl indeed. And to score 2 in the end against Murray Bryant, you've got to be playing very good bowls, and they're not doing that at the moment.
So there again, we see the ideal leading bowls from Barry McLeod. Skip shall be very happy with him.
Oh yes, he's just played the ultimate bowls, just beautiful bowls.
Bruce Meyer in response. Well, he's playing better now.
He's got the feel of the green. He's got the feel of the green now, which is great. But there's a lot of bowls have disappeared, and been eight shots down on the game. It's a long, long way to try and crawl back. I think Barry's just going to come with a fraction of weight through there.
Last bowl of the end for Barry McLeod.
Yes,
He's moved the jack. He hasn't moved it to give himself the shot.
I thought Murray might have actually popped one around the other side that last time, and just to get a back bowl in there. And
There's Bruce's last bowl. He just nudges his own up, and it may even be 2 to Gilshnan and Meyer here.
Yes, I think so.
Bruce Meyer looking on anxiously. He knows that they've got to score.
That's your only drawing, Chris.
Murray's not giving him much opportunity at the moment. Well, there we are. Murray Bryant very nearly got there. He's probably made sure it's only 1 now. And another little slip and a slide and a wobble, and he would have got the shot out of that.
Actually, he's left Dean a chance here. Dean will come through that same place as where Bruce Meyer came through, and
the bowl coming down. No change there. So far he's shown no sign of being under any pressure. Quite relaxed about the whole thing. Here's his bowl coming up now.
Oh, it's a good bowl.
But he was certainly looking to draw.
Oh, sit down? No, not quite. No, good try, Murray. That was a good weighted bowl. See, with this wobble on that, he would add a fraction wider, and of course it didn't come in. Now, Dean could get the same sort of shot, and he could actually draw it, but he will play the other hand still, sure.
Now, from that angle, it looks almost as if there are 2 black bowls counting. Where the black and the brown are leaning together, that black looks as if it's in the count as well. So.
I do think that he wants to move that bowl away from the head. If he moves that away from the head, he probably will sit there with 3.
So, the Gilshnan bowl's on its way.
No, he's been under again.
He's not going to help his situation with that shot.
No, they haven't found this Matador, the Gilshnan Meyer. They've been playing brilliant bowls. They've won their games throughout this tournament very, very convincingly, and really it's not the way this tournament's gone with them. They've played so well, and I really did think that they would actually romp in this game, but it's proved me wrong, like I've been all week. And Murray will just draw another one around there, and I think with this one here, he will actually draw the shot.
So the Murray Bryant bowl on its way up to the head now. He's nudged his own bowl.
It's a good bowl, Murray.
Well, he's ensured that it's certainly no more than 1 black. He may even have got the shot.
Yes. That is a good bowl. There's no qualms there. It's a good bowl indeed. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, 1 no.
Well, he was
took his own bowl
there.
out there. Yes, he took his own bowl out. He'd be 1 down.
The next 3 are all black bowls. They don't count, of course. So for only the 2nd time in the match, the Gilshnan-Meyer pairing score. They've got another 1, so they double their score, but they're still 10-2 down after 7 completed ends of the 2nd semi-final in favour of the Waikato combination of Murray Bryant and Barry McLeod. The only thing in their favour is that Bruce Meyer gets the chance to go first and see if he can put some pressure on Barry McLeod. He wasn't really close enough with that one to put much pressure on.
I just ran behind it, and Barry just came up and played another good bowl. God, he's played well. He's played really, really good bowls.
Second bowl for Bruce Meyer. He knows he's got to have his bowls all round the jack. His team have got to score. They can't do it in 1.